One of my challenges that I've had to overcome is losing my mother early in life. I was about 20 years old, a junior in college. I was attending Kent State in Northern Ohio. It was late January of 1988. And I had just gotten back to school. This was after the holiday, and I had just gotten back to school and starting the spring semester. And so one night, well, in the wee hours of the morning, the phone rang. And y'all know how it is. We get that phone call in the middle of the night, automatically we kind of feel like something's wrong. And something was wrong. When I had left my mother, she'd had a surgery, but a fairly routine surgery, and she seemed to be on the mend. And, she just really wasn't. And so I had just been back at school for maybe about a week, and that call came in the middle of the night. And I had to rush home. It was my family saying, you got to get to the airport, get somebody to drive you to the airport in Cleveland and come home. And at that time, we were living in Dallas. So I had to take a flight from Cleveland to Dallas. And when I got there, my family was already gathering and my mother had passed and I had missed it. And so, of course, we were all devastated because it was very out of the blue and we were all just devastated. She was just about to turn 40. And so my family, we did what families do. We came together. But I had to go back to school. My mother had scrimped and saved for me to be able to go to college. And so I knew I had to go back to school. And so I had to think about how I was going to do that. How was I going to get through this challenge, through this moment? I was just, barely an adult. And I had to figure out how to really be an adult and finish school. So I remember what she would tell me all the time, which was, I'm not going to always be here with you. I need you to be able to make good decisions on your own. And she used to always say that to me from when I was like, 10 years old. And of course, when you're a kid, you don't think about what that means. But there I was in this moment where I was like, oh, she used to say, I'm not going to always be there with you. I need you to be able to make good decisions on your own. And so I said, well, I'm going to make this decision to go right back to school. And I did the best I could to finish. And I did. I finished that year and I went back, finished my senior year. And I just really had to kind of push through. But what I learned was it's really important to take from a situation what you can to make yourself better. And what I had to rely upon was what she had instilled in me year after year after year. So now I feel like I can help other women, other people overcome even the hardest challenges and come back around and get to that place where they can feel good about themselves and they can feel good about their decisions.